Hello everyone, it's your favorite FGC VTuber, and as you guys can tell by the title on the video, we're gonna be talking about people, basically just long story short, I don't know where this happened, whatever, this Claire person, they posted, all spent 3 hours creating my character, now it's time to play Baldur's Gate. Wait a minute, what is this? Turn-based RPG? I hate turn-based RPGs. And then, you know, we got so many re-replies and comments, and someone is even saying, people who dislike turn-based, like whatever. We'll go to the first main post, and then it says, and it's funny because it says the person Claire says, Pokemon is my exception though. I will play those any day. And this also says this has to be rage bait, or did you not check if it's a turn-based game? I don't know. I thought it'd be different, but then I got into the gameplay and I just didn't like it. You have to give it a shot. I played it for 10 hours. It's just not click. And it says Pokemon player. Yeah, but Pokemon are really cute. See, and I was even gonna say, like, I'll get into it. But what are your guys' thoughts on just on the fact that, you know, people don't like turn-based games? Like, the reason I want to do this because I've said it before that turn-based games are a niche. People don't really care, and even with the game, whatever, it's like I feel like Pokemon is exception. Like, people don't play Pokemon because it's a turn-based game. They play because they like cute Pokemon. If anything, if there were stats, I guarantee you there are not that many people that even beat Pokemon as a game. But I mean, yeah, Mara, what's your take on this? You know, not even a crazy take that, you know, most people don't like turn-based games.
Well, I could simply say this. I, for one, actually enjoy turn-based RPGs. I have no animosity towards huge Pokemon fans. I played Pokemon essentially the majority of my life, and I only play the first 5 generations because those are the only proper Pokemon games to play. Other than that, this new game that just came out, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, kind of revived my love for turn-based RPGs because Final Fantasy killed it. Which is why I was kind of grateful that they're trying to make an attempt to make bootleg Devil May Cry, but didn't really work as well as they hoped. I thought the game was actually pretty decent. Is it Devil May Cry worthy? No, not in the slightest. But back to the turn-based part, I can't help it. I fucking love turn-based combat. It's actually a lot of fun for me. Yeah, I enjoy the intricacies of it. I enjoy being able to strategize in my entire turn and like be able to buff up my characters and debuff the opponent that I'm going against, especially if they have extremely high freaking HP and like the craziest defense possible, using as much as the the stats as possible in order for you to just bring down whatever the hell you're going against. It's a lot of fun for me. I thoroughly enjoy the everlasting shit out of it, and I will never get enough of it. So on that, I feel like in terms of this conversation, I might be alone. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Moving along on the round table.
Honorable.
I want to say, I fucking hate turn-based games. Is that shit? It's an ancient relic of some bullshit. Nah, but for real, anyone who doesn't like turn-based, they clearly never played Persona before.
Oh, that's true.
I'm on the side with Mar here that turn-based games are actually pretty cool. You either grow up with it or you kind of like the niche. Either way, it's a fun time. But 300 hours in a character creation, bro? Like, come on, man.
All right.
You can at least do 500 hours.
Get your goofy ass. Yeah, and as you guys can see, it's good we have them too. So you guys can see that we're not, because I get this all the time. Oh, you're a turn-based hater or whatever, because like I like turn-based games too. And again, then we go to the, like it says, people who dislike, this is one of the retweets, it's people who dislike turn-based games are the vegans of video games. Because basically a lot of the retweets are just people being butthurt by this. Because at the end of the day, she is a clear normie. And I said it before that Pokemon is like the only turn-based game, again, because it's just the IP. And further putting it says, oh, people who dislike turn-based games are the vegans of video games. And then homie literally just responds, they're just kind of boring. And it says, oh, load up our, basically it says a bunch of things, load up this, wait, load up, wait. And he says, wait a lot. It's like, yep, that sounds about right. And whatever. And then someone puts it best, like they say this, but the opposite. And I have to agree. And you guys remember when I said before, basically what they said, I thought vegan, what do they mean by vegan? Like vegans only eat like, oh, this thing, basically they don't expand their horizon. And it's funny because the thing is turn-based games are within themselves. Like, I mean, like I said, we've already established that we play them, you know, like, but even we know, and even how Honorable said, they're a niche. They're like a small subset. And people I tend to find who play specifically turn-based RPGs are the vegans. They don't play anything but turn-based RPGs. So that's dude cooked when he said this, but the opposite. Oh, COD. I just don't know how a fully priced game, even without knowing what type of game is like, bro, COD is an FPS game, you know? And yeah, I said it before. Turn-based games are for people who don't like to play video games. Turn-based games and then COD is for people who don't like to think. And at the end of the day, there's way more people that play COD than turn-based games. And that's just the thing. Turn-based games are just straight up inherently boring. And that's something I even realized when I was a nerd. I'm like, I'm a nerd, whatever. And when I talk to anyone, when I talk about science, numbers, whatever. To me, that's exciting. I know to the average person, they're fucking bored to death. They don't like frame data too. That's why they fucking hate that shit. Me here, I'm a frame data. And literally turn-based games are like, I think objectively, maybe next to RTSs, I think RTSs are definitely more exciting. And even depending on that, that's even more boring. Because that's the irony. Turn-based players are vegans because they don't even touch RTSs. Why? Because RTSs are actually hard. But yeah, one thing for sure is that they just are inherently boring, and that's because they just require inherently more patience. And the average person, and especially a fucking kid, has no fucking patience. No, and to me, it's crazy that you are the vegan, you crazy guy. Nah, platformers are better. People who play turn-based games are nothing more than board game players wishing they were gamers. Look how many people are cooking the dude who responded, bruh. Like, there's so many people. Look more like people who exclusively eat mac and cheese because the high culinary achievement. I'm saying they have the taste of children. Yeah, no, literally. Like, and that's the other. Turn-based is cringe, and it is true because like I will say this: most turn-based games do so. Because here's the thing: there are like two types of turn-based players. The weak bitch. Oh, I only play anime, story, whatever, and and then the Chad SMT players. Like, dude, SMT players shit on 90% of turn-based games, and I fucking get it, because they're, like, way better. That's the reason why I can't play Pokemon. Like, casuals can, you play Pokemon, oh my god, look at capture, whatever. You don't really give a fuck. Like, Pokemon's brain-dead, easy turn-based game that everybody can enjoy it. You know, like, you can hard press it to call it turn-based game, because there's no real depth. Then you play your shit ones like FF, but then you play a man's turn-based game. That's SMT. It's like, whoa, and then I have to actually think it. I can't just autopilot, you know, shit. And then we got the Chad in between, like XCOM. Ooh, that's a man's fucking, tactical turn-based RPG, you know? But fucking, yeah, no, even within your own genre, you guys get cooked, because 90% of it is just boring-ass garbage. And on top of that, another good indicator to me with turn-based games, I said before, the only reason they're 60 is because they know their fan base will play it up, because, like, they're not worth 60. Kind of like how I don't think modern fighting games are worth 60. Like, you see the content. Like, turn-based games don't have any content. It's literally just story mode and that's it. That's so boring. Like, in my opinion, turn-based games are lacking really behind when it comes to stuff. That's why Final Fantasy went to live action or move stuff, whatever. Because I was like, oh man, I would have
DMC knockoff.
I like playing, like, that's what I kind of did miss. I'm like, oh, I would have liked the turn-based, but then I'm actually glad that we went full time, because I tried playing the old FFs. I'm like, oh, this shit's boring as fuck. I came from SMT. I'm like, I got ruined. This shit's boring, and also their story's not good enough to justify. Like, here's a better way to put it. I think most turn-based games are better as animes than as actual games, because 100% sure, I don't mind the waiting and tactic stuff, but there are some that I really enjoy the story, but I always think, oh, this is just better as an anime. And another thing is, dude, turn-based games, in my opinion, should not be longer than 8 hours, bro. Like, grinding is the most stupidest, boringest shit on earth, and there's no reason for it to be there. Like, a lot of the shit in there is to inflate time. $100 RPG. That's there for the cucks to accept. That, because to them they look at playtime, but if, bro, 90% of those hours is just, like, look at all this weight bullshit. Like, this dude cooked, like, oh, wait. Like, how many times am I seeing wait, repeat? All respect to people that like turn-based games. He's being said, but they're just so fucking tedious to me. I'd much rather be immersed in a world without being shackled by turns or waiting. And again, that's just a fair thing. Like, and a certain thing is, like, it's just not as engaging. That's the other thing people may not realize. Inherently, they're just not as engaging or immersing. Because at the end of the day, is it realistic? Like, let's say we were throwing hands right now, you guys. Okay, honorable, you throw your punch and then I wait. Like, no one does that shit. That shit's stupid. Like, who the fuck waits? It is inherent.
Are you sure about that? You don't want a turn-based fighting game?
Oh no, I do. But again, that's the thing. I get it. I get why it's appealing. But it's the same thing. It's inherently just not immersive, and people really do value immersion. And to me, something like turn-based is a relic of its time. It existed because of the limitations of hardware. And I'm grateful for it, right? And to me, it is a niche, and it's something that one should never cost more than $20 fucking. Like, you want to say, like, you look at a turn-based game, graphics or not, even with Expedition, like, they knew that, like, there's no way in hell we could charge more than 50 for this, because the average, it's the same thing at, like, platformers. Is because they're such a relic, and this happened in PS1, I mentioned before. Anything that's not 3D with full 3D motion, inherently your brain will just be like, that's not full price. Straight up, there's no arguing that. And that's the thing with turn-based games, I notice it too. That's why they go on hard sale. They know the morons will pay 60, and then everybody else will only buy it on sale for than 20, bro. Like, I swear, turn-based games have this drop-off harder than any other genre, bro. It'll go from 60 to 20 like that, and it'll fucking stay there. It'll become a permanent price at 22. They know, okay, we can cuck the morons for 100, and a handful of people will deal with it at 20. And they're not even wrong. And that's the thing that it's so funny that, because at the end of the day, it's popularity. Like, all 12 turn-based players versus what the 8 billion people that don't like turn-based, like, that's a lot of people, bro. That's a lot of fucking people. It's just crazy that, and again, and people don't look, again, because everyone talks about, Baldur's Gate, and even I didn't know it was turn-based, actually. I didn't. And it's crazy because I thought it was like an RTS or something, because all the cutscenes you see, it's like, oh, it's just cutscenes. You don't really see, like, more people talk about the story and other stuff than you talk about the gameplay, which also shows you, I think that's the biggest lacking about turn-based games, is they have not been very innovative. I mean, again, that's why Expedition 13 is such a big hit, because it's one of the first few RPGs that really innovate next to SMT. You know, Persona is a good series and story and everything, and even that, it has its own faults. Like, I personally got really bored with P5 halfway through, you know, and that's, I think that's the other problem, is at the end of the day, like I said, Dude Cooked, it's basically board game players wishing they could be video game players, and it's like, bro, just be honest, right? Like, don't get me wrong, for sure, the average person who, like, if someone dislikes turn-based RPGs, that's fair. If you hate them, okay, you know, it's like how to say I'm stupid without saying I'm stupid, right? Say, you know, like, COD players, turn-based RPGers, shake hands, you're both idiots. Like, one of you, I have no motor skills. One of you, I have no brain cells. Just shake hands on that, bro. You're the jock, you're the nerd, and I am the god. You guys listen to me, I am your boss. Like, you go run at the wall. You do math because I'm too lazy to do it. And then what do? I do both because I'm better than both of you. Now fuck off. I play fighting games. Like, oh, our god. You know, we got the FPS and the turn-based players. You know, if not, I'm gonna smack you. Like, get out of my way, loser. I mean,
I actually have answers for you for because you ended up saying tell me you're stupid without telling me you're stupid. A few of those.
Oh, bad.
I purchased and pre-ordered the Nintendo Switch 2 along with the Mario Kart. That's one.
Oh, that's a good one.
I voted for Kamala Harris. That's 2.
Ooh.
3, my Xbox Series S can play PlayStation games.
Ooh, yep.
4, let's see. Let's think about this one. This one's actually a little difficult.
I got you on number 4.
Oh, go ahead.
From Software IP exclusive to Sony moves over to Nintendo.
That's just random. Baldur's Gate.
But it is random, but it's also randomly stupid.
True, fair enough.
Even did it.
And again, I'm looking at the requotes you guys see. If you make it personally trait to dislike your turn-based games, you're a child with an attention span of no. No, that's true for sure. Yeah, no. But this is just a meme. I don't think that this isn't like, it doesn't feel vitriol at all. And again, you got people like, oh, it says doesn't like turn-based games but likes Pokemon. Lamau. Like, how are you laughing? Like, dude, that is a majority of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people in the like, my biggest thing is the reason I do this video is just to fuck
I think
up.
it's just people just like rage baiting and also just like taking a meme like too far.
Yeah, no, like I said, my biggest thing is like, a lot of you turn-based players are bitches. Like, I'm just gonna straight. I've said it before. You guys are literally just bitches, bro. Like, you guys are literally the dudes that get stuffed in lockers, and I'm the dude that stuffed you in it. So if you guys want to get butthurt, hey, yo, throw hands, bro. We'll name a location in Chicago. We'll throw hands and watch. None of you will show up.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Them Baldur's Gate 3 guys, like, they actually come full body armor and like medieval.
They'll hit you. They'll hit you with a Walmart sale of an armor clad.
Hell no! I said the majority, not the minority. Baldur's Gate.
Like the majority of them that play BG3 though, like they walk around with pocket sand. Like they are prepared.
Oh, that's a classic. And that's like, who buys a full priest game without knowing the genre it even in? A lot of people, like literally, like to me, the reason I make these videos, I hate how out of touch a lot of the gamer community has gotten, and it's only getting worse. Like it's
just because like all the trailers they look like it's a gameplay trailer, but it's not a gameplay trailer.
Right, yeah.
And it's just like they take advantage of that completely, and that's what makes these people pre-order. But just like I made a prediction like many years ago, I said like 2020, just like oh, people are gonna realize that like oh, I shouldn't be pre-ordering these games because they're just gonna be like filling us with trailers of nonsense and not actually showing us gameplay. And I was only wrong. It was only gotten worse.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I felt so sad about.
It's so funny how everyone thinks this is all anti-turn based. Like, no, this is just common sentiment, bro, literally. And even then, there's another I'm seeing from a lot of her posts, like, oh, she just doesn't like them. Or if she hates, but she's not like, oh, they suck. You know, she never... You know, it's like, there's a difference between someone who dislikes them or hates them and then just makes it their personality, like, into hate. And it's funny, too, because it says Pokemon is my exception, and it's, do you engage with the mechanics heavy, or is it... It's like, well, I used to play competitive. That is where it's cringe, and that's the thing, right? Because it's normie, right? Like first of all, playing Pokemon competitive is cringe.
Normie competitive. Let's get it right. Normie competitive.
Yeah, Pokemon's like go play a real man's card game. Go play Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh. And it's like,
please don't play Yu-Gi-Oh. Please do not play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Because I strategize and build teams. Like they say that this girl, but like, dude, how much like. It's the same thing why people who play Overwatch quote competitive. It's such a bitch baby easy game that going competitive is like, oh my god, I just try, you know. And like she's like, it's crazy that people don't realize, like, dude, she's literally a hardcore normie. The fact that she says competitive strategized build in Pokemon, like, get the fuck out of here. That bitch a baby ass shit. Like you know, it's not like a gamer thing, whatever. Like, and it's fine. Like it's like not liking turn-based RPGs, but this is insane, right? Like, dude, you should have kind of seen this coming. Like, this is the average person who plays like Homo Watch and shit. They don't know what competitive is. Like I've said this before. Like the example again, Call of Duty is probably one of the better examples because at least it has fucking death at higher level. It's definitely the lower skill bracket when it comes to like Counter-Strike and Unreal and all the other bullshit. But it has an easy to enter barrier and there's stuff to master. But most games are easy to enter, easy to master. That's the problem. You know, like to me, I can see someone playing COD going to Gears or Halo or Counter-Strike or even fighting games. We see that. I don't see a Pokemon player or all these other ones or a Homo Watch player playing like actually something MLG because they suck dick. Because there is no skill in that shit. And guess what?
For a disclaimer, I am the outlier here.
Because
remember, I started out playing a shit ton of Pokemon, and obviously I played Pokemon before Halo.
That's different. Like if it's something you grew up and play, that's a whole different story, right? But people who make it their person, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like who only plays like it just because one game's part of your repertoire doesn't mean oh that's your whole thing, right? That's more so what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? Because like I played Pokemon, but then I got really bored and realized that's not my cup of tea at all, and I actually did other shit instead of play Pokemon. I did collect Pokemon cards though, but does you know what I'm saying? Like I was part of the thing and I watched the anime, but even I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, turn-based game RPG, find something. And it's funny someone said, oh man, they play a D&D game, doesn't realize it's a turn-based game. I'm like, dude, I didn't even know Baldur's Gate was a D&D game. Like, like again, they don't realize how like, this shit's not conveyed. There's only so much, and most people will, like I said, go ask fucking our homies. I've had interviews with two GameStop employees, and they'll even tell you, yeah, most people will buy in whatever they see in a trailer of, if it looks cool. Like that is how easy it is to fucking like advertising is, and Baldur's Gate is cooking. And the fact that he's doing this, and again, he got people on I don't know, man. It's just really crazy that all of y'all like, and this is the kind of shit that'll scare away people from turn-based games when they see how toxic you guys are. Because at the end of the day, it's very clearly, look at this bitch, look at this profile pic. That's the most normie shit. The only thing that isn't normie is their stupid pronouns, but that's a thing in America. And that's the other thing. It's just gaming discourse is just brain dead in America. Yeah, no. And see, I mean, come on, like, this is a Pokemon player. Like, yeah, but Pokemon are really cute. Like, that's the main reason, bro. It has nothing to do with the game itself. They don't give a shit about they're just like, Pokemon are cute. Like I said before, the fact that a Japanese girl can sit here like, oh, let me show you my Psyduck underwear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, girl, like, that's how popular fucking Pokemon is, that a girl will show you, like, bro, they can have a thong that's Pokemon, then they'll show you that shit, bro. All cheeked up and shit. That's just how ubiquitous Pokemon is, Like, you could put, no, better yet, it's kind of like Dragon Ball. Just put Pokemon on anything, it'll fucking sell. Doesn't matter, bro. Like, they say, oh, man, like
not gonna lie, man, you can sell me Goku water for £5.
See, exactly. Like you can say, oh, I hate water. Put Pokemon. Oh my god, Pokemon water. It's just that's the power of IP. Like she's just a normie. She is literally an omega normie. She is like the poster child of the normie girl. Pokemon, whatever. And that's like I said. That's really what it is. I just hate you morons and your stupid brain dead discourse. Like you guys, and it's funny. You think, and the thing is, in my opinion, I guess I think turn-based people are just like they're like, there's the geeks, nerds, whatever. They're like the totem pole where like they're not smart enough to actually be good in school, but they like nerd shit, and they can't play they aren't good enough to play an RTS or a real turn-based game, so they play like shitty ass fucking copy and paste anime RPGs with whack ass fucking gameplay and story, and the girls dress like thoughts, and they're like, oh my god, look at my hair above. These are the same kind of dumbasses that watch Isekai slop, bro. Like I'm cooking the shit out of y'all. But yeah, no, that's all it is. I'm just talking shit about turn-based. I really do. Like, you guys are annoying. I mean, that's all I got. I think I went on about this for a really long time. Yeah, it's 20 minutes. Holy shit. And I gotta go to work. Anything else you guys gotta wrap up for this one? Fuck them turn-based players.
The last thing I will say for the wrap-up, do not play Yu-Gi-Oh! Do not play Yu-Gi-Oh! Do not play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm only saying this as I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, that is hilarious.
At Grok, is this true?
Oh, you're funny. But yeah, hopefully my AI can edit this pretty well. But yeah, no, like I said, and we have to state again, all of us here like and play turn-based games, so that's not whatever. It's just that we are well aware. Like I even talked to one of my favorite normies that I whatever, Miss Manaps, and she's like, yeah, no, I just can't play turn-based games. She's tried. She's like some of the cute cake whatever, but she's like, it's too boring. It's and it's not fun. And that's what matters. At the end of the day, like Nintendo dude said, a video game should be fun. If turn-based are so cool, whatever, then why isn't there more of them? It's simple as that. And the market demands for full 3D, let me move. And show me a best example. Why do you think Power World's popping off? Like enough said, they want a Pokemon game that isn't turn-based. I guarantee you that's the main reason that shit sold, bro. The main. Now that I really think about it, like, oh my god, I can't play Poke because it's limiting. At the end of the day, too, they're just limiting. Like and again, at the end of the day, it's just not as immersive. Let me stop, move. Like no, I want full 3D fluid motion. We've seen this trend since the PS2. That's why Grand Theft Auto was revolutionary. Like, oh my god, full 3D, do this. Oh my god, if I want to move left and jump on this car, I can do that. Like it's simple, but like fucking these hairless monkeys love that shit. And turn-based games are not that, dog. Hell no. But regardless, do you think that a lot of the fun is because of the limitations, right? I'm a big firm believer of that kind of shit. But At the end of the day, you know, much like art, fine art, only a handful can appreciate it, you know? So again, like I said, I really do like turn-based games, but the amount of them that are really, really good and worth your time is far and few between. And the ones that do, they fucking slap. But guess what? At the end of the day, it's an acquired taste and not everybody can play, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and be butthurt that no one wants to play Resonance of Fate. I guarantee you a lot of turn-based players don't even know what the fuck that is. See, like, that's the other thing. I'm a big dick compared to y'all, too. Y'all be playing Final Fantasy, this and that. You're probably the same cucks about the Final Fantasy remake. Meanwhile, I'm out here like, Resonance of Fate, SMT. They're like, oh, whatever. That's enough of me talking shit about